Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin. The sun's going down, so it's a little annoying. So I'm gonna try to get the sun out of the shot. That way, it's not that unclear for you guys. But anyways, I'm back to another anime review. This is gonna be on one that I'm really enjoying, and I'm sad that it's being released by Netflix. But I will talk a little bit about Netflix itself and just very general, because I do have a video coming out talking about more about it. But this is going to be on Eden Zero. They had released the first part, which of the first season, which was 12 episodes. They released 13 more episodes, which was the second part to still this first season, and I just finished it today, this morning actually. And oh, gosh, what a series. I will say Fairy Tail was not one of my favorites. It's the same creator, same writer, but this one, it's just something about it that I like it. So before anything else, guys, if you have not done so by now, please subscribe to my channel. We are trying to reach 4,700, and I think it's very much possible. So if you haven't done so by now, subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll for sure try my best to keep on posting as much as possible. Today was a good day. I was able to record quite a bit of videos, maybe 2 or 3 videos today, and some yesterday. So I'll be posting more and more, so you guys can catch up on all the stuff that I've been watching and reading. So hopefully you guys can watch those videos as I'm releasing them. For now, guys, let's talk about Eden Zero. Our protagonist, Shiki, is still looking for the shining stars, and there's 4 of them. The third and fourth one are essentially found in this second half. All 4 of them are found, I guess, in season 1, I guess, in 25 episodes. And basically, you can cut the series in about 2 parts. The first part is him trying to retrieve Hermit, who Hermit is the one they find at the end of episode 12. She is also basically the technician of the ship. She's bright as she can be. And her whole arc is basically what happened to her after the Demon King robot left and they were free to do whatever she wanted. And essentially, she had a dream of humans and robots, machines, being able to live together, and humans were like huge jerks to her. I mean, that's an understatement from what I'm saying. They tortured her, they abused her in so many ways. It was no reason why she hated humans when they met her. Now, she still had deep down inside this feeling of wanting to still have a unity with them, which at the end ended up helping Shiki. But at the same time, Hermit was very much gosh, I want to say a window to how people are when they're abused. And this is why I like Eden Zero, is because they hit topics very much over the surface, because they don't really go too much into detail, but they still hit topics that are serious. Because in this world, obviously, people are abused, and people hurt through this abusement, and because of this abusement, they learn to hate certain types of persons or people, and then through that, they seem to be, in the eyes of other people, the villain, right? And again, I'm not defending people, and I'm not defending people's hate towards other people, but what I am saying is that it hits the topic of there's more than what the eye sees. And Hermit, although kind of ends up showing herself as a jerk and basically like a brat from the beginning, when we see her past, oh gosh, it's gut-wrenching, because you understand why she is the way that she is. And again, it's a very serious topic that some teens might go over their head. Me as an adult, especially in the where I work, where I used to work, and where I'm still working with people that are going through stuff like this, man, it puts a perspective in life so much differently. Now, the second half of the next 13 episodes that they release here on Netflix is basically them trying to retrieve the fourth one, which is I think it's Elsia. Is that her name? I actually might be confused on who the 4-star is, but essentially she is the master of our beautiful swordsman Hamura, and Hamura has been looking for her for ages. And essentially this girl, and I'm scrolling through my notes here, I have quite a bit of notes here. She is the 4th star that is being searched throughout the galaxies. Now, she herself abandoned Homura quite a bit ago, and we understand why towards the end. Valkyrie. I don't know why I could not figure out her name. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is her name. Now, Homura, towards the beginning of the first half, we learn that she basically is looking for her master Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is eventually found in a planet pretty far away. Now, there's things that happen throughout before they get there, like, for example, we learn who the storyteller of the whole series is, and I think that's amazing that we actually know that this storyteller telling us the story of the Eden Zero is actually a character within the story itself as well, which is beautiful. I love when they do that. Nonetheless, they find Valkyrie, and that arc itself is sad as well. It's a very sad 13 episodes, but it builds up so much of the characters. Now, Hamura is essentially looking for her. They do find her. I won't say too much about it, but essentially Hamura was saved by Valkyrie, and Valkyrie was doing so much possible to find Hamura's mother. When she did, she ended up in a bad situation, which ended up, getting her in this position that we find her in. I don't want to say too much details because it will ruin those last episodes, but essentially her mom is found, and Hamura has to decide what to do with Mama. So quite a bit of stuff. I will say the villains have a pretty horrible ending in some of these, for sure. Like, there's a hacker villain who he's defeated by Eden Zero's group, and you think, oh, that is so fun, right? Well, he goes and tries to get help from this gang that are villains, and they end up killing him like nothing, like trash, which I like that about Eden Zero too. Yes, our heroes are not killing people. They're trying their best to actually protect people, and being humble enough to forgive people and let them go free. But you also have to understand, and this is also another life lesson, even if people forgive you, even if you're left free and forgiven by a certain group of people, there is stuff in your past that will come back and bite you. And in this case, this happened to all these villains. There's another villain, won't say who they are, but they end up at a pretty gruesome ending at the end of the middle of episode, I think 25 or 24. Satisfying because they're pretty crappy, to not cuss in my video, of a person, but gruesome. And I will say again, I like that of Eden Zero. They don't skimp on the fact of being realistic. Now, the whole Valkyrie story itself does have another life lesson, and essentially, in a nutshell, because I don't want to give too much details, is the person that births you is not who your parent is. And I went through stuff like this, and I don't even want to talk too much about it, but I've met kids that suffer so much because they want their biological parents to be their parents, and they're crappy people. Again, to not cuss in my video, they're crappy people, and because they're so focused in trying to make their parents work out to be parents in their lives, they completely miss out on other people in their lives that want to be their mom, that want to be their dad. They're trying hard to be that void that they have in their life, and they miss out of so many years sometimes because they're so focused in trying to make dad, who shows up once every 6 months, be dad, when they have a dad at home who tries every day, is there for them every day, and doesn't work out. That's a little lesson. I don't want to say too much about it. Again, I don't want to get too emotional of it, but they're deep lessons, and I really, really do enjoy that Eden Zero does that. So yeah, Eden Zero, I say right now, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I'm not kidding. 9 out of 10. I think it deserves it. My name list, you suck. 7.35, not good enough. I think my Eden Zero deserves 9 out of 10. I will say the worst part that Eden Zero has is that it's being released by Netflix. And I will have a video about that eventually. But Netflix does a horrible job at releasing series like this one. They're releasing them in halves. First of all, the whole season could have been released at once, but they decided to release only half of it because they want to release as soon as possible, but they still took forever to release it, and then they released the other half eventually. I do understand they're going into the episode by episode method, but that still is not up to what I would want it to be. And again, I'll explain it in a different video because I'm really past my limit that I usually want on my videos, but oh well. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you have not done so by now, subscribe, comment, like, and share. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.